Hello there, friends and family, boys and girls. It's the return. The ever waited for return. I ran out of words. Say, hey, Raps.
Hey, Alexa, how's it going? Yeah, it's people have been asking for it, and we've decided to provide it. We've relented. Both of us, of course, hate this series. Like a band from the 70s, we broke up in 78, and basically both of us ran out of the money that we made on the previous incarnation of the series, so we've gotten back together and we're playing nice. So yeah, we're just gonna do this. It's gonna be weird. The dynamic is gonna be weird because, again, complete hatred for one another at this point.
Yeah, that's also why we restarted the Wednesday Wholesome Boys streams. We need the money. It's not because we enjoyed doing them. The Minecraft series, though, definitely done. Like, it ain't coming back.
I do like that the final part of the epilogue is this, like, in another series. Like, seriously, this one's not coming back.
I had so many people, man. They commented on the final episode, and they were like, I know that it says finale, but, like, does this mean that there will be, like, a season 2 next week? And I was like, no.
I got a couple of the same as well. I got a couple of the same to the point that I was like, oh, no, did people miss Jonas's narration? Did they miss the outro? Did they miss the epilogue?
Oh, boy.
So why don't you tell us, just in case there are people who are unfamiliar with the Draft Champions as a format, why don't you remind us?
Yeah. So I'm going to remind you about Slay the Spire Draft Champions. This is a 1v1 Slay the Spire card drafting game mode where we will lay down 30 cards onto the board here. And then we will each take turns drafting 15 cards apiece. We'll each get 2 relics from a selection of 8, and we will go into a seeded Slay the Spire run where we will fight to the death to get the best score possible, all while bantering and having a good time along the way.
Sounds incredible.
It is quite incredible. I'm going to lay down 30 cards, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go for it. I'll say at this point that we are doing a diverse Ironclad run. So there are going to be a diverse set of cards on tier, and we will be playing the character, the Ironclad.
That is also very true. Here's your first relic, second relic, third relic. Dude, this is blessed so far. Not a single. Oh,
no, there's a boss relic.
I was gonna say this is that's a.
So we have event relic, boss relic, boss relic.
Not a boss relic anymore.
Astrolabe is a boss relic.
Not anymore. I don't. Is it?
I'm 100% certain it's still a boss relic.
That's also a boss relic. Dude, are you sure that is? What was the one they changed?
Snecko's tail is no longer a boss relic.
The hell is Snecko? Dude, okay, I have not played unmodded Slay the Spire in a while, apparently, because Snecko's tail, you just blew my mind. I have no idea what that is.
You get brought back to life with 50% HP.
That's Lizard's tail.
It's the tail of the Snecko, though.
Oh, whatever. Okay. Here's your board. Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with this board because some of the Watcher cards may not be what they are.
The only one that's going to be different is Vault, which instead is going to say your opponent skips their next turn and your turn.
Yeah, and Wire Heading is not the name of this card anymore.
Yes. Name of the card has been changed, but it still has the same effect.
Yes. Okay. Okay. This is not great.
No, it's not. I can see a couple things here that I'm like, as soon as that's gone, I'm going to be up a particularly bad creek without any coin to the paddle. I'm looking for defense here, and I'm just not really seeing it as well.
I'm looking for damage, and I'm not seeing it. There's not a great anything, to be honest.
All right.
Okay.
Well, who's going to be starting our draft? And are we going to be starting with the cards or the relics?
Let's start with cards this time around, because we used to flip that around. And speaking of flip, okay. Easy enough. Here we go. You've only lost this dice flip about 400 times in the Slay the Spire Draft Champions series. So what's one more?
Exactly. What's one more?
I will take the next two instead of first pick.
Damn it. That's not.
I do not. Yeah, I don't want to, because like I have a decision, but I don't think it's good, so I'd rather just have two and call it a day.
Okay. I feel nervous about this pick. I'm taking reprogram. Reprogram it does not do what it says on this card at this point. It is lose a focus, gain a strength, and gain a dex.
That is true, actually. I completely forgot about that. That's a good card, actually. That's a good card. Okay. I see what direction you're going. Kind of.
I'm just fingering, you know, on the Ironclad, I'm not going to have that many orbs, probably.
Yeah. I mean, probably. Low likelihood of some orb action. Let's do... I want to go big without going home. So here's my go home. Is the nice, safe charge battery.
Okay.
Great card. And then here's my go big.
Yeah.
I'll take Echo Form.
Yeah. My debate was like reprogram or Echo Form for the first card picked up on my part. From now on, it's just 1 by 1, right?
Yes. There's a couple of these that like I know I need to take from you.
Taking After Image.
That was one I needed to take from you.
And unfortunately, I'm not going to let that one get taken.
Yeah. What else do I need to take from you immediately? I think I would like to take...
Concentrate. You need to take the Concentrate from me. I'm going to be using it.
Yeah, you do love Concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that enough. Let's do something along the lines of... This is such a big brain, but I'm going to take this Sweeping Beam.
Yeah. Yeah. I did want that.
Yeah, I knew you did.
Okay, you got the Sweeping Beam. I will take Sanctity.
I wanted that big time, for sure.
I mean, like, there's the premium on defense at the moment, and because I have After Image, I'm inclined to get a little bit more draw. Also because of reprogram, because I want to get back to my reprogram as soon as possible. So.
Very true. Well, you're forcing my hand a little bit. I have to take True Grit.
Well-laid plans.
Okay. You took that way faster than normal.
I just knew it was my next.
Yeah. I'm going to take this signature move.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to finally take Pummel. I thought you were going to steal that at any point because of the reprogram, but...
Yeah, but I figure it's one strength.
It's true.
So...
Oh, it's one strength in a single cycle. I'm going to thin down the deck. We're going thin deck daddy on this one.
Okay. We'll see. I will take... Forgot you can see my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do... I think I'm going to take Aretha Franklin real quick.
Cool. I'm going to take the skewer then.
Yeah, it's just, as much as I need to take skewer away from you, it doesn't fit my deck at all.
Mm-hmm. And I will say as well, Wreath of Flame does fit mine. Because I'm going to be picking up strength, I'm incentivized to pick up multi-strikes.
Yeah.
So it would have likely been useful for me. What is we draft until all the cards are gone, or do we draft until we get 10 or 15? I've kind of forgotten.
We draft till all the cards are gone, 15 apiece.
Oofed.
Yeah, there's some stinkers in here.
Yeah.
Took a Flying Knee, by the way. I
Yeah.
figured a little extra energy needed in my deck.
Flying Knee's not bad. Flying Knee's, in fact, I would even go so far as to say it's good.
It's a good card. I agree. Not the best card, but it's good.
If like I can't find a Pommel Strike on the first floor and I'm about to fight an elite, you best believe I'm looking for a Flying Knee.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the Incel then.
That was my next card.
Well, I think you'll find it's actually my next card.
That is true, but I don't like it. Let's take Evolve.
Okay, I'm gonna take Wireheaded.
Dude, I hate most of these cards. I'm gonna take Feel No Pain.
I'm gonna take Weave.
I'm gonna take Catalyst.
I'm gonna take Vault. Sorry, you just winded me with taking Catalyst.
Yeah, look, sometimes life comes at you fast, right? I'm gonna take Impervious.
Yeah, that was my next. Well,
you don't want Barrage in your deck of no orbs?
I mean, it is a multi-hit theoretically. All I have to do is pick up a couple extra orb slots, and the only way I can really do that in the Ironclad class, because I can't get access to relics, is what? The power that gives you capacity?
Yeah. Pick up a capacitor in a shop. It's diverse, baby.
Oh, perfect. I'll definitely rely on that, and definitely won't instead take Crush Joints for some more vulnerability.
Okay, I am going to take... I can't believe I'm doing this one. I'm taking Recycle.
One more strike.
I'm going to take Scrape. Yeah, this is just...
I was about to take
card.
Strike, but Bullseye, I guess, does slightly more damage, despite the fact that I'm not really going to be locked on.
I'm going to take Concentrate.
Well, you have Concentrate, so I don't want you to have Eviscerate as well. Let's see you try and use it. I'm taking Strike.
I'm going to take Eviscerate.
Take Barrage at the end there
My deck sucks, dude. This is going to be a disaster, but we'll see.
Okay, so how do we do the relics based on how we did that?
Relics, since you took first, I take first relic, and then it just goes back and forth. I think. Or do you take... I think you take two after I take my one.
Okay.
Something. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. I'm going to... This is a little bit of a big brain one, I think. Because there's like a very... At least in my opinion, there are two very clearly good relics sitting here.
Yes.
Maybe three. But I'm actually going to take this one.
Okay, every fourth question mark room is going to be a treasure room for you.
Exactly.
My no orb deck is now an orb deck.
I'm going to be completely blunt with you. I have no idea what this does.
At the start of each combat, channel one dark.
Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. I'm going to take this.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was the best available.
Awesome. Well,
Okay.
we will join you once again when we are in the game with the seed loaded and all of these cards.
Sounds good to me.
And we're back. We're loaded in with our relics as well as the 15 cards that we selected. And in the same run with diverse Ironclad. You ready to go?
Oh, I'm as ready as I ever can be with my Catalyst deck.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, Catalyst as well as your Echo form. All you need is a little bit of poison to start with, and you can go
Just
crazy.
one tiny poison. Yep.
All right, well.
That's definitely what I went for. That's definitely why I took Catalyst for sure.
On your mark, get set, go. Let me guess, you're already in the first room or something like that?
No.
Can't believe it.
I'm gonna be real. It never once even went into my head to use Catalyst with Echo form. This is why I need you around when I do my runs.
Happy to help out.
Alright.
Reprogram into Crush Joints and Pummel is a strong turn for me.
I'm already seeing, dude, exhaust Eviscerate.
As in, recycle
Like,
the Eviscerate?
Use recycle Eviscerate.
Right, okay.
It's huge. Like, that's way better than I ever expected it to be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a hell of a lot of investment you initially make in it.
Yeah.
HP damage though.
I always love, like, the first 5 minutes of a Draft Champions run.
Where we pretend to talk about the game?
Oh, dude. Well, yeah, I mean, one, yes, where we pretend to talk about the game. But two, just trying to comprehend what the hell your run even is.
Mm-hmm.
It takes me far too long to even like come to terms with, okay, yeah, my deck is impervious and eviscerate, and this is my starting hand. Like, it's wild.
It's especially strange because you've got not only the cards that you were drafting to in the start of the draft, but you've got the cards you were forced to have at the end.
Yeah.
So eventually you have to go, well, okay, this deck isn't the deck that I wanted now. Now what deck is it?
Yeah. No, I feel that. Oh, jeez. Sure.
Really need a way to actually use these Dark Orbs, because I have them, I just can't use them at all.
Yeah, that was a head scratcher when you did it. I understand now, but I was a little like, what's this man doing taking going for an orb deck here? But hey, if you can make the orb deck work.
Honestly, like, I'm only one card away from it. It's just the multicast. That's all I need.
The first, so I have to ask, did you go middle left?
No, I went hard left.
Okay. Interesting. I went middle left because I wanted to hit this shop early and see if I could get some immediate benefit out of this.
How have you found?
Let me tell you, you should be happy you didn't go here, because it's pretty bad. It's bad shop. And there's some relics in the shop that, knowing that we aren't getting them on the run, upsets me. But
well, I just found a shop.
How the what?
I'm halfway through the floor.
What? Okay, that's a problem.
Take that.
I'm horrified.
I almost apologize about it. I'm almost sorry.
It's not a good sign for Tyler. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
So I picked up a reinforced body, and then I picked up a Dolly's mirror to copy the reinforced body.
It's a problem for me, for sure.
Just because the deck was lacking a lot of defense, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. The deck is definitely, there is a lack of defense in this deck. Except the way that I combated that was with a dodge and roll, which is very different from the way that you combated it, because yours actually is useful.
That's a consideration you do have to make. In the future, you should consider getting useful cards.
Yeah. It's crazy how that works sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm here for the ride. I'm not saying it's a good deck, but it's a deck, right? Sometimes that's good enough. Raps, how was your past
it's
6.5 months since we last recorded this?
Yeah, exactly. It's been good. It's been good. It's just going up and up and up and just reaching new heights, doing new things. It's been a fun time, you know.
It's very exciting. What would you say? I'm putting you on a spot, so I'm blocking your attention. What would you say is the best game that you played in the past 6.5 months?
It's got to be Slay the Spire, right? Don't bite the hand that feeds.
Okay. What about the last 4.5 months?
Probably Slay the Spire, because I've been playing it in that period of time as well.
Okay, give me past 3.5 months best game you.
Okay. Well, considering that's a smaller set than the previous one and still includes Slay the Spire, I'm gonna go with oh god, what have I been most impressed with actually? Oh, it's difficult to tell. I honestly don't know. I've just been having like a really good time on the channel recently. I'm gonna say maybe Signs of the Sojourner. Like, there's a recency bias to it, but a lot of the decisions made in the design of that game really excite me.
All right, tell me a little bit more about Signs of Dijon Mustard.
Signs of Dijon Mustard is effectively just the metric that you run when you try and figure out, is this Dijon Mustard? Is it a little bit spicy? Is it a little bit spicy? That's a sign of Dijon Mustard right there.
Does Dijon mustard have to be spicy?
It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it is a sign.
Would you prefer your Dijon mustard to be spicy?
You best believe so.
Oh, okay.
Are
you? So I mean, I guess that's a good place to go immediately. Are you a one? Are you a mustard person? And two, do you like spicier mustard or milder mustard, like a honey mustard?
I'm a mustard man. I enjoy a mustard, like a honey mustard from time to time. I'll swing a hot English mustard if it's available. I'll go even so far as an American mild if I'm having a hot dog, right? Don't particularly want the heat to be all the way up there, because then I can add my own heat in there. Like I can put some bulldog sauce on it or something like that, right?
Okay. Yeah, no, dude, I'm with you.
I'm effectively, what I'm just saying here overall is I like a little bit of heat, and I definitely like a little bit of mustard. I know you've had your own recent mustard experience.
I was eating mustard straight from the bottle tonight. I love it.
Straight from the bottle?
No,
like squirt can kind of situation? What's up?
I'm quite kidding. I did not eat the mustard straight from the bottle tonight. But I will say,
you didn't do that tonight. Wait, hang on. When have you done it?
Don't question
What is the real truth here?
Don't question the mustard. Growing up, I was not a mustard guy at all. Like, to the point where actively against mustard. Like, would go out of my way to not eat mustard, levels of not liking mustard. However, for some reason, recent 5-6 years, I can't get enough mustard, man. It's delicious.
What about mustard as a kid was too much for you?
I don't know, honestly. It's weird. I think it was, I think it had to do something with, maybe it's the little spiciness of the mustard, the tangy.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid, you tend to like the sweeter things,
mm-hmm.
not the more, sour tangy of, say, a mustard. And it just, I had no interest. Nowadays, I'm like, give me all of the mustard that you can give me. Like, I morning eggs, give me some mustard on them.
Mm-hmm.
A hot dog, mustard sounds good to me. I don't know. There's a lot of good uses for mustard. That's all I'll say.
I'm gonna need your morning eggs preparation.
Morning. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna be blunt with you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My morning eggs, they don't actually often have mustard on them.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna judge you for that, but they will need to be of high quality.
Yeah. So I mean, for one, I love making eggs in the morning, but I'm also not a breakfast guy. I very, very rarely will eat breakfast. I know yada yada, most important meal of the day.
I don't necessarily believe that.
Not for someone named me. But I will eat eggs for lunch. I will eat eggs for dinner. I prefer, if I'm going to just make eggs for myself, give me a maybe 3. Dude, I'm just realizing something. We 100% talked about eggs in this series before, because we were talking about that weird guy that I work with that eats like 4 dozen eggs a day.
Yes, okay.
I forgot about this. Yeah.
This is what happens when you take off a series for this period of time. You're eventually going to revisit some of the same topics. Yeah, but no, sorry, it's a callback. You're right. It's a callback. This is we're doing it intentionally.
Yeah. This is completely intentional. We did not remember. We had completely planned for it before the thing. Raps reached out to me and went, "Hey, just so you know, we're gonna call back the mustard."
Yep.
And went from there. But I will give me 3. I'll go sunny side up. Give me 3 sunny side up eggs, and then little salt, little pepper on them.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm feeling a little spicy, do a little bit of cumin or a little bit of like paprika on there, and then top it. Give me like a spoonful of salsa on those eggs. That's morning eggs.
So no love for an omelet, I'm hearing.
I have all of the love for an omelet. I will not sit here and hate on a beautiful omelet. just, you know, I feel like an omelet's a little bit more work, so maybe I'm not feeling the work of an omelet.
An omelet's a
in that
little
situation.
bit more work. How are you preparing your omelet?
I mean, it's not that it's, you know, a ton of work, but it's enough work, right? I mean, you have to, if you want to add stuff to it, now you gotta. I mean, okay, so what? Since you appear to have some opinions on this, what is your omelet?
So okay, omelet easy wrap style, right? In the morning, you get up, you get 2 eggs out, you crack them in a bowl, you whisk them, you do your standard stuff, right? There's the start of your omelet, right? Get a little bit of water in there, just a dash.
It's needed.
Of course. Then before that goes in the pan, cook some bacon. You'll use the bacon fat to cook the omelet later.
Okay.
The bacon comes out to the side after it's prepared enough. Then you pop your omelet in, you pop your bacon on one side of it, fold it over like a calzone after you also put in some mozzarella shredded cheese. The fold over, you top it with some salt, like a little bit coarse. If you can keep it a little bit coarse, we crush our own salt in the house. I know, hipsters. Pop that on top, little bit of pepper, little bit of Japanese mayonnaise, and a little bit of like a spicy bourbon barbecue sauce. Pop those 2 on top, serve with toast, toasted pretty hard and buttered. Good situation right there.
Okay, so I mean, I
can finish that entire thing in under 8 minutes. Like, not finish eating it, finish creating it. Like, it's a quick thing. Like, I crack the egg with one hand while I'm sorting out the bacon on the other. I go straight up, like, HGTV on this. Is HGTV a cooking channel? I go HGTV on this if that's a cooking channel. If it's not a cooking channel, then I go BA Test Kitchen on this.
Okay. I mean, dude, I can't deny, as you were saying that, and this is coming from somebody that just finished eating dinner, my mouth is watering a little bit.
My own too, and I just ate.
Yeah. I mean, that sounded phenomenal.
This can we actually mark it? This is the first time I've expressed a food opinion, and you haven't resulted to it like I've committed a crime. You haven't reacted to it like I've killed your family personally.
I can't deny every bit of that, down to Japanese mayo and weird barbecue sauce. I was like, this is amazing. Like, I just want to eat every single bit of what you just said. No, that sounds amazing. I can't say. I mean, here's my only thing that I'll say. Right?
Okay.
I agree that sounded easy. I think you're missing out on some key components of omelets.
Okay. What am I missing out on?
I think you're missing out on putting a little bit of veg in your omelets.
That's entirely fair. That would add to the prep time. So what would you suggest that wouldn't add so much to the prep time that I could easily incorporate?
So here's the easy one. Bag of spinach.
Oh, okay.
Pre-washed.
My man, come on. You know if I have spinach in the house, it's going on top.
Okay.
Talking to me like I don't know what a spinach is.
A little bit of spinach goes a long way in an omelet. I will also say, if you want to provide me with some, I'm trying to think things that won't affect the prep time though. Because like mushrooms are amazing, but washing mushrooms is like the worst experience of anybody's life.
I will put mushrooms on it. I will also say I am not very strict with how I wash my mushrooms.
See, I'm not either. Like, I am a rinse them in water, give them a quick rub, and that's good to go.
Yep.
For me. Okay. So
I mean, look, if anything, it's got a little bit more of an earthy taste, and I'm on top of it. That's what I'm getting the mushrooms into the dish for. A little bit of dirt, it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, look, they came from the dirt. If they came from the dirt and they still taste like dirt, I'm doing something right.
Exactly. What is a mushroom if not just dirt in a different form, right? It took all its nutrients out of the dirt. It is just dirt. It's just dirt by a different name.
Yeah.
Would dirt by any other name taste as umami? Is effectively the question I'm asking here.
All right. Let's see. What else goes in an omelet? I could consider putting. I'm trying to think of what I've put in it. Dude, I've put a lot in omelets before. Like I will tell you, the salsa is a big part of an omelet for me. You gotta have some salsa on top.
Okay, it's not a necessity for me.
It is a little bit of spicy salsa on top to just give it a little bit of that right at the beginning. It can't beat that, to be honest.
What about the morning times where you're like, I don't know if I really want something spicy on my stomach to start off the day?
See, this is where, once again, I'm not eating omelets in the morning.
Okay, right. That's okay, but that means that what an ideal omelet is completely different.
I mean, are you saying that omelets have a different, that omelets should be prepared differently based on the time of day?
I'm saying that you will want different things, be them sweet or savory or different palates in general, based on the time of day, definitely. And I'm saying that will have an impact.
I agree, and I invite some disagreement as well. Only because, at least in the US, hell, dessert and breakfast are like the same thing most of the time. Which, in my opinion, like, I'm gonna be real, it's messed a little bit. Like it's weird how the US does breakfast.
Yep.
I'm willing to admit that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that omelets should change based on time of day.
Whether or not they should, I'm just saying that in this specific instance, they definitely have.
All right, I mean,
that's
also
I will say another thing is, like, if you're cooking in the morning, that is a time crunch, right? You've just woken up, you've got bleary eyes, you're maybe on your way to the shower or out of the shower. I don't know how you sequence your mornings, right? But oh my God, prayer wheel, awful. Doesn't even help me in this. But sorry, just touch back on the game for a second. But depending on how you do in the morning, speed might be more of an issue, and it is with the omelets that I'm stressing, which I think in your position wouldn't necessarily be. In the afternoon, you're prepared for a little bit more of time as you spend a little bit more before you start getting ready. You're not in such a rush.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'm convinced we've wrapped up everything you need to know about an omelet. We covered it. So
hell yeah. If you can't cook an omelet based on the vague information I gave at the start,
yep,
you're not gonna make it in this culinary school.
You're not gonna make it in life. So.
Yeah, you're just not gonna make it in life in general.
Yeah, you're
that sounds like a threat. If you can't do that, you're not gonna make it in life, because I am going to personally kill you.
Yeah, you're just done.
You're done.
Hey,
you're
Raps,
done, kiddo.
Should I take brimstone and just like YOLO it?
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yes, of course you should.
I think it's a bad idea though.
Yeah. Undoubtedly.
It
Do it.
Seems interesting, but seems kind of like a bad idea though.
Almost certainly. Do it.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna do it, but
all the best ideas were bad ideas once.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, but I did think about it. So I just wanted to give you a little update, right?
That's fair enough. I'm glad that you did think about it. So look, we've got the egg portion of the morning meal out of the way.
Yes.
I've got a burning question that has been sitting in my chest ever since we decided to do this episode that I've needed to ask you. Exactly. Okay. Since September. I need to know your meat rankings.
Meat rankings.
Now, I will clarify. We're not going to go out to things like I had kangaroo once, and I think kangaroo's got a little bit of gaming. No, no. I just want to know commonplace, everyday household meat rankings.
Okay. So I have to specify because I don't want to get yelled at.
Okay.
You're going with type of meat, as in animal, or are you going cut of meat?
Okay, so cut of meat is a little more divisive and a little more difficult to argue over, because I won't be able to tell you the cut of many of the meats that I have sampled in my life, but it is important for some animals. Like example, pork, bacon, ham, right?
Yeah.
So I will say broad different general categories, like pork, bacon, ham, but not like down to skirt steak versus sirloin.
Got you. 100%.
Cool.
Okay. Me personally, I will take. Boy, dude, this is actually a ridiculously difficult question.
I know, right?
It's way harder than I expected it to be, and I don't. Yeah.
Like the veil pulled back for a moment. I did give you a little warning that this was going to be something that I wanted to discuss.
Yeah.
And at the time,
spent zero time thinking about it.
You just took it straight into stride, and you were like, "Oh hell yeah, we got opinions. It's gonna go."
Yep. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm lost. Life is a disaster. Everything's a nightmare. I'm just gonna say it, and then I'll argue my position whether or not I still believe it by the end of the conversation.
Cool.
I will go pork, chicken, beef as my top 3. Then give me bison after that.
Why did I said no? I said every day.
Bison is an everyday meat.
Bison might be an American everyday meat, but kangaroo would then be an American everyday meat. I've never had bison in my life, and I've never even seen bison in a store in my life.
Okay, bison is a pretty regular. I mean, I wouldn't say it's everyday meat, but it's
it's everyday meat. So I'm hearing that in the it's everyday bro kind of cadence.
No, I will say it's not everyday meat, but if I went to the grocery store, I could get bison probably.
Okay.
But I will tell you. So pull back the veil a little bit even further. Been basically living with a vegetarian for the past 3 years. I don't buy a lot of meat.
Yep.
So it kind of, in the end, I'm in a situation where it doesn't really benefit me. The benefit's the wrong word. It doesn't. I don't have strong opinions on beef or meat in general, just because I don't do much with it a lot. But I still like meat, and like, you know, going to a restaurant and, you know, stuff on the menu. What am I getting?
Yep.
I will go. See, now you have me curious as to whether or not what I'm about to re-say, you're gonna go everyday meats or not. I'm still gonna go pork first. Give me chicken, lamb, beef.
Lamb is fine. Lamb gets included.
Okay. Then we're good.
So you're putting pork at the top right there. So obviously
I'm putting pork at the top.
Where does ham fit in?
I'm gonna be real with you. How low do you want
it? Are you gonna have to invent new animals to pad out some spaces so that you can put ham all the way down at the bottom?
I would rather eat frog legs than ham.
Okay, don't knock frog legs though.
No, they're good, but I would rather eat frog legs than ham.
And this is you saying that ham is bad.
Had frog legs. It's not that I'm saying ham is bad. Okay,
because that's what it sounds like. I'm just clarifying.
No, I'm understanding what it sounds like. I'm not saying ham is bad.
Okay.
I'm saying that given pretty much any other meat in the universe, I would rather have the other meat.
I'm not saying ham is bad. I'm just saying that if it was legal to eat humans, I would prefer that.
All I'm saying.
Okay, well, no, you made yourself very clear. So let me give you a scene. Let's work with a mental picture here.
Paint the scene for me, please.
It's Christmas Eve. A friend of yours is their parents are kind of like waspy. They're, you know, middle upper class. They every year they put on a Christmas Eve banquet, right?
I got you.
Table is just stocked end to end with like
ham.
There's taro, there's some like
wait, back this up. Why is there taro on my Christmas Day dining table?
Because I'm describing to you an experience that I've had, but I'm using a second person rather, to describe it to you.
I'm very interested in your taro situation, but continue. We'll get back to it.
So there's taro. There's some wild carrots. There's obviously like a huge amount of seafood off to one side.
Very pro wild carrot and seafood.
Yes. Okay. You would have had a great time.
Yeah, would have really.
In the center of the table, as the focal piece for the entire meal and the conversations had about it, is
Frog
a
leg.
giant leg of frog. Exactly, a giant leg of frog. There's a giant leg of ham. It is. It's maybe had like a little bit of a honey glaze to it. The fat just falls away and melts away in your mouth.
Okay.
Are you not taking any of that goddamn ham?
No, I'll take the ham to be a kind person, but if they had,
This is sympathy ham for you?
yeah, I'll be 100% honest. It is it's
Symphony ham. Man, this ham just plays a song.
No, I'm really I will continue to say the exact same thing I've said. I'm not a ham guy. It is what it is.
Yeah. It's fine. Just do know I'm very, very, very much taking this personally.
That's fine.
Okay.
Honestly, it wouldn't really be an episode of this if one of us didn't have the wrong opinion about something.
I'm just glad it's not me this time.
Yeah, I'm perfectly happy admitting that my ham opinion's wrong. I mean, I've basically been told this for a very long time that my ham opinion's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chill with being wrong about ham, but you give me, the thing is, like, I'm gonna ask this and I'll probably get yelled at in some way, but like, you guys do or don't have Thanksgiving?
No, don't have Thanksgiving.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah.
Remember the origin of Thanksgiving? The whole.
Yeah, except like, here's the thing that you don't understand.
Yeah.
For some reason, Canada does, and they definitely were not, sitting at the dinner table with us.
Yeah, but isn't that on a different day, and it's a Canadian Thanksgiving to celebrate their individual experience?
Yeah, but like, I don't
history?
know if you. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys have Australian Thanksgiving. I don't know.
So
what the hell do I know?
In Canada, is it directly related to the First Peoples?
Dude, I don't. This Canadians are whack, man. Have you ever like sat and listened to Jonas talk for more than 5 minutes? After a while,
Yeah, I watched the stream.
You can't figure out what goes through the head of a Canadian. But no, I didn't know if maybe you guys had some kind of Canadian. Freaking. Here's the day we celebrate the Opera House or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say
we have nothing like that. But I do want to clarify: is the Canadian one related to their First Peoples?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't, because I'm not Canadian.
Because
so
like
I don't
I know that like the story of Thanksgiving is related to the indigenous people that were living, obviously the First Nations people of America. The thing is, like, the comparison point is that it was 2007 when the first Prime Minister in Australia actually officially apologized for taking First Nations children from their families as governmental policy. Not that it was, like, part of his governmental policy, but part of, like, the history of Australia. So we are very much well on our way to actually having a Thanksgiving kind of thing. But very much not there yet.
Well, let me tell you, I hope that when your Thanksgiving becomes a reality here sometime in the next several years, I hope to God that you guys decide to go the American route and just put turkey on the table, because it's better than ham.
Why? It's dry!
No, you're making your turkey wrong.
I'm not even making this is turkey I bought elsewhere. I'm not taking turkey home to prepare it if I already don't like it.
Eating it wrong.
How am I eating it wrong? Are you saying that I don't salivate enough? Because I will have you know I have a wet as hell mouth. Sorry, I was just trying to see if I could keep it together to say.
No, there was no keeping it together on that one. Look, I don't know what to tell you, but all I know is in the U.S., when Thanksgiving rolls around, I will say there are many households that will go the ham direction for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. As they should.
I think it is absolutely blasphemous.
Nope, they go ham as well. They should.
I think they are psychos. I think they need to be locked up because it's just a wrong. Look, I'm the king of wrong opinions. I've made a living on YouTube having wrong opinions, but turkey is light years better than ham. Which, by the way, I would like to come back on what I said previously. Give me pork, chicken, beef. No, pork, chicken, lamb, beef. Okay, I'm just gonna add turkey at the end and then ham after that. Because I just realized I still like all the other ones more than ham.
Right. So you're still putting the turkey above the ham, but you're arguing for it very heavily, despite the fact that there are at least 4 other meat stuffs that you prefer.
Yeah, but see, the thing with preferring most of these meats is, I prefer a lot of them due to the versatility of the meats. Because like chicken is only number 2 because of how well it goes with like everything.
Yeah. Chicken is a wild card.
With just like, yeah, that is a great way to describe it, to be honest. But you know, if I'm going with just like, give me a slab of this meat kind of thing, then, which I suppose, I mean, it depends. Is that how we're doing this? Are we going, you just get a slab of this meat, or do you want me to go under the impression of the versatility of each meat and how you're prepping it and stuff like that? I mean, how do you want me to rank these?
Okay, how about the highest highs of that meat stuff in your mind? So like if teriyaki chicken is your favorite preparation, rank based around teriyaki chicken. Now I understand that obviously there are like, you know, different situations for different preparations of different food, but I'm gonna need you to boil them down. We're gonna have to get some of these variables out of here, bud.
Okay. I mean, honestly, that made it even harder for me. I hope you realize that.
I do.
Okay. As long as you realize that it's harder for me, then
cool.
Then you're the psycho. That's fine. Let's see. Where do I want to go with this? Give me the highest of the high? I don't know if that's the best way to do it, though.
What would you propose is the best way to do it, bud?
I think you have to go with, you can only have the meat just sitting on a slab in front of you, prepared in like the blandest of fashion possible.
But
like
some things don't shine like that.
Hold up. No, ready? You are allowed one singular. No, you're allowed 3 seasonings, and you have to prepare that meat. I want to know what you would do for your best meats in this scenario.
All right. Well, first I'll answer the question of best meats, right?
Okay.
In the same kind of general broad way that you previously had. So first, I'm gonna say it. We're really similar on this, except for the placement of ham.
Okay. I'm assuming ham's like number 1.
Pork number 1.
Okay.
Chicken number 2.
Okay.
Ham number 3.
Yeah, it's just wrong. But
then lamb. Then armadillo. Then I'm gonna go pangolin. Then I'm gonna go snake. Then I'm gonna go kangaroo. Then I'm gonna go bison. Then I will eat literally the sun. I will put the whole sun inside of my mouth and die. And then turkey.
Seems excessive. To be
Only
honest.
then will I actually deign to eat turkey.
Yeah. I mean, look, we all have opinions. I understand that you want to be wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, go ahead and be wrong. I don't mind. But turkey is good. And ham, it's the worst form of a pig.
No, it's definitely not. Bacon is. Bacon is overrated.
I agree. But
saying
ham is
outrageous
not.
things out here just to try and get my goat, but you know it. You know it.
No, I agree that bacon is overrated, but it's still light years better than ham.
No, wow.
No, it. Sorry, I don't. I'm not sure that I can take that as as.
We restarted this series for one episode, and now we're ending it again.
See you in 6.5 months. No, I can't think of a way that. No, I can't think of a way where you could have ham above bacon or ham above most of what you just said. Sorry.
It's easy. All you have to do is have taste.
No, it's not. It's you. Sorry, just wrong. But that's look. You're allowed to be wrong.
I will say, like, that meal, I go to that not for the company at Christmas time. I go to that meal for the ham. That's all I'm there for. I'm down to piece the hell out after I'm done with my piece of the ham. It's enough to make me go to a location. That's very difficult to get me to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's difficult for sure. I don't know, man. You got a weird obsession with ham.
You're not wrong.
I don't think it's that good.
You think this is an unhealthy obsession with ham?
No, I mean, it's not unhealthy.
Well, I mean, you know, there is a lot of fat on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an adequate amount of fat.
Okay.
But I will say, that is one reason why I don't like ham. I think it's too much fat.
If you offered that as your first opinion, I would have accepted it. I would have been begrudging about it, but I would have accepted it. But now it seems like you're working backwards to find a justified position.
Okay, I think it tastes not as good as other meats do.
Okay, now I can get mad at you again. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think that it would taste better if it was a different meat.
My favorite thing about ham is not eating ham and having something else instead.
The only other... Dude, what the hell is this new potion? Heart of Metallicize?
Yeah, it gives you Metallicize.
When the heck they had that?
The 2.0 release.
Interesting. I've never seen that before. Also, you're like probably done, right?
I am 4 spaces from done.
Oh, dude, we're relatively close.
Hell yeah.
I'm 6 spaces from done. I expected us to be way further away.
No, my deck is going.
Yeah, so is mine, to be honest. And it's basically all eviscerate in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not win this because my score is not as good as yours. But
do you know that for certain? Have you been taking every elite?
I've been taking every elite. I have not flawless all of them.
I've flawless almost none of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this might be interesting then. But I only have one complaint with your list besides the ham thing.
Is lamb too low for you?
Lamb is too low.
I don't like lamb. It's just not my thing.
What do you have against lamb?
Honestly, I think that as a kid, I was growing up and there was a whole lot of anti-lamb media going on. Like, like the episode of The Simpsons where Lisa's like, this lamb has a face. And, you know, like there were literal ads just running on TV in Australia that were like, don't eat lamb, it's cruel, that kind of thing. And then obviously like every sitcom where a character orders lamb and the character across from them at the restaurant goes, ugh, right? Like, I honestly think that hit me at a formative time and it prevented me from having lamb until late enough in my life that I was like, you know what? I don't need this. I'm not even necessarily saying that I agree entirely with the messaging and all of those.
Okay.
There is a part of me that, like, I feel bad whenever I eat meat to the point that I'm like, I really would like to try living as a vegetarian at least for a month at some point and see if I can do it. But that's a completely different issue. But it's not that I'm working exclusively based off the logic proposed in the media at that point in time, but I think that it burrowed its way into my head in an insidious way.
That's also fair. And I will also say, Oh, let's go. Sorry, I just pulled normality out of a freaking pick the cards, boy. Just first 2 cards I pick, normality for both of them.
Let's go.
But here's what I will say in terms of one component of what you said. I, after pseudo living as a vegetarian for a while, is like way easier than you could ever imagine it is. Like stupid easy to be vegetarian, because all it really means is you eat a lot more of other delicious things that just still kind of fit the same purpose as meat. And there's so many vegetarian dishes that you can do. So I would, I'm with you. I sometimes feel bad eating meat. And there's a little bit of a, it's not the greatest feeling in the world to eat meat. But that all of that said, I do still do it, so I can't really say much because I do still eat meat. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What I wanted to say in all of this is I don't know what I want to say in all this.
That's fair enough. So. That's a big maneuver though.
Yeah.
Saying you don't know a thing on the internet?
Yeah. I don't know crap, dude. Really, I'm just here. So I don't get fined.
I'm glad to have you here, bud.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here. But yeah, meat good, veggies good, being a vegetarian good, turkey good, ham not as good. That's all I got.
Well, okay, and that's our time. We'll see Alexa next week for more bad opinions. I have the time meter halfway through.
All right, I'm on the last elite before time eater. No, wait, time eater's not even here. Time eater, it's freaking other dudes. Wait, I'm confused.
What? Time meter?
Are you fighting the time?
2RD 31H 8 KZ NM 5B.
5B.
Yeah.
You're fighting the time eater.
Yeah. Are you on Ascension 1?
I will be fighting Donu and Deka here shortly.
All right. I don't know what broke about the whole seeded situation, but
no idea.
We might have a little bit different in terms of our skills.
I am interested to know. I never saw Prayer Wheel on this run. Some guy jacked up, but we'll chill.
Cool.
I don't know. I'm on Donu and Deka though.
I have completed my run. I will stay on my score screen, which it's not gonna take much to beat me. I'll say that.
Okay. I'm interested to be honest. I'm very interested to see where this one goes, because I had a strong finish, is what but I don't think I had enough beginning. I think you had a very strong beginning, to be honest.
Regardless of whether or not I had a strong beginning, I did not perfect any bosses.
I perfected second boss.
Damn it.
So that's not great for you.
I'll admit, at certain points, I was like, you know what? I do not have the brain space to actually consider what is the optimal play here for points in this situation. I'm busy getting incensed about this man's bad ham opinion. Which entirely was what you were trying to do. You got me, bud. You got me.
Looks like I got you.
Straight up rumbled.
I will not be flawlessing this, boss.
Okay. Love to hear it.
But I hopefully... Oh, it's dicey though. It's all dicey, and it's not dungeonsy.
Oof.
It's just dicey.
You hate to hear it. Dungeons makes dicey good. Yeah. It's a good positive modifier on top of it.
Oh God. Okay, sure, we'll do this.
So I perfected 3 elites total.
I probably perfected 3 elites. I think there's a good chance I perfected 3 elites.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, we'll see. I am interested to see where this goes. It might be good, it might be bad. I just have to make my way through this fight first, and I'm not quite killing Donu fast enough to stop his ridiculous strength gain, so I'm getting a little bit afraid. But this will help.
You didn't get Brimstone, which turns out excellent choice.
Yeah.
Donu and Decker with Brimstone is a capital BT bad time.
Yeah. I am half health against these guys, but Donu is gone, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah. At that point, like, basically, bad draw will kill you, possibly.
Yeah. And I don't really have such a thing as bad draw. I will say, did you end up having the opportunity to take Snecko on this run?
No.
Oh my god, I've been rocking Snecko since floor 1. So.
Oh, of course I would have taken that. I have X cost cards and I have 3 and 2 cost cards in my deck. Grumble.
Yeah. Honestly, that was probably the main reason why I was able to do as well as I did. Okay, I am done. My score is good. Better than I expected, to be blunt. So.
All right. Well, I'll reveal my first then.
Okay.
Or do we want to go higher and lower?
We can go higher and lower, or we can do some...
Is your score above 800?
Yes.
Is it below 1,500?
Below 1,500? Yes.
Okay. Is it above 1,000?
Yes.
Is it below 1,400?
Yes.
Is it above 1,050?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Oh, let's go. 1,113.
Oh, I wasn't even that far. I was 1022.
Nice.
I needed 90 more points on that, so that would have been like the boss perfect would have been 50 of it. And then I don't know what'd you get for your end bonuses?
So I had dude, I don't even know what the hell any of this means. What is enemies slain? Is that elites?
Enemy slain is how many normal rooms of combat you've gone through.
Okay, 14 of those. 3 Exordium elites, 2 City elites, 3 Beyond elites.
Okay. That's where I got more of my points because I went 3, 4, and 4.
Gotcha. Speedster, Highlander, Money, I had 1,175 gold. Mystery Machine.
You had Highlander for 100.
Yeah.
God damn it! That is the big difference. I had
I almost had Pauper too, dude. I removed the problem was I had Echo Form fueling my run. I was able to remove Impervious like near the end and just didn't get another shot. I was gonna remove Echo Form. My
man, if I removed Reinforced Body or didn't get a second copy with Dolly's Mirror, I would have had Highlander too, which would have been enough.
Yeah. Yep. Oh. And then I had 4 elites and perfected second floor boss.
Well, congratulations. Well won. Well fought.
Thank you.
I can congratulate you exclusively on the gameplay, not on the opinions. The commentary was garbage the entire time, top to bottom. I'm going to be muting your mic for those sections of the time, just so that people don't have to get incensed by those opinions. But you know what? I'll unmute you for a second here at the very end, so you can tell us, hey, what do you do and where do you do it? For anyone who has not seen this series or maybe joined the channel since we last did an episode of this, they might not necessarily be familiar. So what do you do? Where do you do it?
I do games, and I do them on my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel, and those games are plenty, primarily roguelites and things involving the Binding of Isaac. That's what I'm known for, but I play a lot of other stuff, and I'm doing a lot of fun stuff. Raps, tell my viewers a little bit about you.
Sure. My name is Rhapsody. I've been streaming a lot more recently, so one of the best places to find me at the moment is twitch.tv/RhapsodyPlays, where I am doing, not only there, but also on YouTube, doing a lot of independent game content, indie game content, I guess is generally the way that people usually refer to it when they don't misspeak. A lot of it does tend to be in the card realm genre, but broadly indie game content, roguelikes, roguelites, and RPGs with particularly good writing in them. Also trying to make that like the third pillar of the genres that I tend to cover.
Well, that all sounds great to me, and I will be going and watching all of Rhapsody's videos once we get out of this Discord call.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you very much, Mr. Rhapsody, for the amazing Slay the Spire run. I only say amazing because I won.
It was amazing regardless.
But thank you for the amazing opinions on meat. We'll do some more draft champions.
I can't say the same right back to you about thank you for the amazing opinions on meat. Thank you for sharing your opinions on meat. That's as far as I can go.
Yeah, it's good enough for me. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, links to everything in the description down below. You can also find a link to Slay the Spire Draft Champions on Tabletop if that is something that you are interested in seeing. We'll have a link to that as well. Go check out the other perspective if you want to see how their run went. We'll make a view sync many hours after the video goes live probably, and you won't care about it at that point, but we'll still do it because we're committed to it.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys in the next.
Cool. Catch you then.
Yeah, it's normally where you say goodbye.
Sorry, you got muted by Discord for the last second.
Fantastic. All right, goodbye.
Adios.